Hi you guys, it's your girl Pretty Girl Peeps, and I am here again with another video on my wedding planning journey. We are officially at month number 6, meaning we have exactly 6 more months to go. It is crazy. I don't know where the time went, but it's definitely chopping down. So I want to share a couple more tidbits with you on month 6. So of course, again, I took notes, so be sure to bear with me. This video will not be as long as the other video was, but I do want to definitely give you guys a few more details. So of course, if you want to know more about my wedding planning journey here at month number 6, then of course just continue to watch. So today's video is actually going to cover the topic of wedding attire. That was something I didn't really touch on the last video, so I definitely want to make sure that I am able to touch on that in this video. So of course, again, I wrote notes, so I will just go ahead and get started, and then I'll also give you guys a look at what I will be talking about on the next video. So of course, what I'm going to talk about is saying yes to the dress, but make it plural, why don't you? And when I say that, that means saying yes to the dresses. So that's saying yes to your dress as well as your wedding party's dress. So when you go shopping for your bridal gown, this is what I'm going to talk about first. So this is the gown that you're going to wear when you go down the aisle. The first dress that your newest husband, not your newest, your new husband is going to see you in. So make sure that you are open. Make sure that just because you've seen something on TV or in a book that you don't just settle for that, or you think that that's your only option. Make sure that you're open to trying some new things and to seeing what flatters your shape and what is in your budget. Another big thing is don't take too many people with you. Maybe your mom, your future mother-in-law, maybe like a maid of honor and a bridesmaid, or like a sister, and that's it. I would say don't take more than 4 or 5 people to try on dresses with you, because that's just going to be too many opinions. You're going to get confused about what you want, and your thoughts are going to get lost in the sauce, and you do not want that on this important day. You want to be surrounded by the people who are going to say, yes, I like it, no, I don't like it, and they're honest. But if you pick a dress that they don't like, they're still going to be cool with it. So be very cognizant of who you choose to have there with you on that day. Make sure you stay in your lane. I talked about that in the last video, but that's just still important in this case. Like me, I know the dress I originally wanted was like maybe $2,000 more than the dress that I wound up getting, but I had to be reasonable and realize, you know, I'm having a certain type of wedding, so I really need to cut costs where I can. Make sure you compare prices. Go to different boutiques, go to different bridal shows, go to trunk shows, look online, see where you could get your dress for the best bang for your buck. I think I went to about 3 different boutiques before I found the one I liked. Also, make sure that you ask about discounts. Some places will offer a discount. I know the place I got my dress from, they offered us like a 10-15% discount, which was wonderful. My experience at the place I went with, the lady I worked with, her name was Nancy. And when I just tell you Nancy, she was an older lady. She was just perfect for what I needed for me to find that perfect dress. I saw this David Tutera dress online that I just knew was going to be my dress. I had written to David about the dress. I just was sure this is going to be my dress. And I tried it on at the boutique, and when I tell you I hated it, it was like, how did I ever dream this dress was going to be my dream dress? And I had gotten so frustrated, and Nancy was like, you know, try on this dress. I think it's going to be perfect for you. She looked at my shape, she looked at my height, and was like, I think this is going to be perfect for you. And when I tell you, when I came out of that room, everybody in the room was like amazed. People who I didn't know, they were just like, oh my God, this dress is perfect for you. And I have to say my experience at that point was great. The first shop I went to, they just put me in whatever because they were rushing to have so many people. I looked like a cupcake in one of the dresses, and they told me it was cute. I'm like, girl, you are lying. This dress is not cute. Take me out of this. Take me out of this store. You guys don't care. That was the bad part of my experience. But other than that, I love Nancy. When I went back to get it, you know, make sure it was fitted right, she was great. So I loved that. So that was my dress experience. Be sure to comment below if you've had a good experience, bad experience. Next is the bridesmaid attire. Make sure you assess your inventory of bridesmaids. What I mean when I say this is, what sizes are your bridesmaids? Do you have mostly small bridesmaids, bigger bridesmaids, a little curvy, really on a slim side? Make sure you access that. Are they tall or short? Also, think about the time of the season that you want your wedding party. If it's in the winter, you may require the girls to wear shawls. If it's in the summer, you might want something a little bit more short sleeve so they can breathe, or you may want like the chiffon material versus satin so your girls aren't sweaty. So be sure to take all of that into inventory. Also, let them have a say on what they feel comfortable in, and then you find some options that go with that, and then you select the dress that you want them to be in that works within the things that they've asked for. Make sure you can find the best deal for your girls. I know these are your girls. You're like, yes, they should spend whatever on me because it's my wedding and I want them to do da 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 da. But at the end of the day, they're doing you a favor by being in your wedding. If you can find them a deal, try to find them a deal. Especially when you have a lot of girls, some places will be willing to cut you a deal. So make sure that you check into that. Make sure that you have them measured and make an initial payment as soon as you can. To me, that just shows them that you're serious about it. You want to make sure that they get what they need to get done. And that's a good way to start off that relationship with your bridesmaids and the financial side of things that need to get done. Ask questions about alterations. Some shops will do alterations for free. Like the place my girls are getting their dress from, they get 3 alterations for free. But most places, they're going to charge you for whatever alteration that they want you to get done. Have at least 1 or 2 of the girls try it on. Even if it's something you've seen in a catalog, you still want to know what this actually looks like on the body. So try it on like one spectrum, like maybe a really short or small girl, and then one of your bigger girls or who are taller, try it on them to make sure that it will assess all of your needs across the board. So the next thing is making sure that you concentrate on the rest of the wedding party, because sometimes this is kind of lost in the sauce and you don't want it lost in the sauce. You want to make sure everybody's covered. And excuse my little chest pimple that I have going on. But the first thing when you talk about the rest of the wedding party that you want to consider is the groom. You may want to let him choose what he likes. And make sure you go in person so that he can see the colors, he can see the texture. He can really tell what it is that he wants to wear on that day. Because this day isn't just about you, it's also about your groom. And you want to make sure that he looks his best, but he looks like he's comfortable and it's something that he picked out and something that he could be proud of, something that he thinks he looks great in. So make sure you take that into consideration as well. And make sure you do that sooner than later. A lot of grooms make the mistake and do that super duper late. I'm very glad my fiance is very stylish. He's very into clothes and things like that. So he definitely wanted to get that done and make sure that that was intact at a decent time. So I definitely appreciated that. The next is the groomsman. So again, let your fiance choose as long as it's not too crazy and it fits into what he would like. Establish a deadline for the men in the wedding party to get fitted as well as to pay a deposit. Make sure the company, this is a big part, and this is also important with your bridesmaids, and I left this out. Make sure that whatever company you're getting these groomsmen suits for, the bridesmaid suits, the bridesmaids dresses from, make sure the company is accessible to out-of-town guests as well. Big day. So that was pretty much what I want to talk about in this video. Video number 6. It's not number 6, it's video number 2, but it's on month 6. So the next video will be my fiance joining me, and he'll be giving you the fiance or the male's perspective. We'll also be talking about marriage counseling because we started that a couple of weeks ago and we love it. So we definitely want to talk to you about some of the things we learned and have incorporated from marriage counseling. And on this wedding planning journey, it has been great to hear the feedback from my first video. So I'm glad that you guys are watching. So of course, like, subscribe, and comment below.